Uh, well, I'm glad I brought in Chunk for that as my safety blanket because, oh my god, I don't think I would have won it without. That was just ridiculous. Okay, yeah, that would have on other runs I've done, that would have been a run ender. But because of the power of Chunk specifically, we made it through. Okay, we've got a monk. The struggle to achieve inner peace is another battle. Fair enough. I was expecting, like, psychic types, but you've got a lot of ghost and dark, weirdly enough. Okay, I was expecting, like, maybe some, like, more peaceful kind of things, but no, you've just got a lot of, like, dark and ghost and Crobat, which is also essentially a dark type, really. Okay, sure. Well, Chunk is super effective against 3 of these guys. Actually, Royal, outside of the Umbreon, Royal has an answer for, well, and I guess also the Mismagius. Royal has an answer for all these guys, other than the Umbreon and the Mismagius. A little dangerous to bring them against ghosts and dark types, though, so probably not a good idea. Tatsu is really only good against the flying types and also just isn't great in general. SD Jr. would be great against the ghosts, would be great against the Jinx, could do good damage against the Crobat. Murkrow is very squishy, and Umbreon is, well, a tank. You know what? I'm feeling SD Jr. here. Also, worth noting, they have to bring one of the two ghosts have to be brought, if not both. So, I'm really feeling SD Jr. Meep also would be pretty good here. Nothing these guys do would be particularly strong against Meep. So I'm feeling Meep. And screw it, we'll bring in Chunk, because if that last battle was any indication, Chunk is almost necessary at this point. We're in the Master Ball. We really shouldn't be playing around. We're just going to bring in Chunk. Chunk is the savior we need.
About to get underway. Many trainers have fallen by the wayside, leaving just 8 to reach the quarterfinals.
All right. SD Jr. will be really good against this guy. Very powerful attacker. We got the Umbreon right off the bat, so we're just going to go straight for a Flamethrower, because it's about the only thing I've got that's particularly good against this guy. Now, he'll probably raise his own evasion and or try and lower mine. SD Jr. will be able to... Oh, okay, never mind. They're going to mean look, so I can't switch. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'm just going to go for another Flamethrower then. If I can hit you with two Flamethrowers, you'll go down. With damage range, they might not, actually. Confuse Ray. Okay, so that's your plan. I will also... Yeah, I'm going to bet all of these guys have Confusion. I'm going to bet that this is just a Confusion-based team. But we still got the Flamethrowers, and this might just finish it off. No, not quite. Okay. Screech. Okay, yep, this is the plan. I'm gonna guess some of their other teams have, like, Swagger. And then this Umbreon has Screech and Confusion. I'm gonna guess that that's just gonna be how all of this team works. It's just Confusion and lowering defense. Confuse no more. Okay, cool. Now my defense is still lowered, which is dangerous because SD Jr. didn't have a lot of defense to begin with. But at least the Umbreon's gone. Depending on what the rest of the team that he brought is, SD Junior might just be able to one-shot sweep the rest of these guys.
Oh, it's Jinx.
Jinx. Okay, Jinx is pretty quick, but actually Flamethrower and Crunch are both equally super effective here, so we'll go for the Flamethrower just because it's stronger. Jinx, actually, now that I think about it, the return might have been, well, I got a crit anyway, so it didn't matter. I was going to say the return might have been the better way to go, because Jinx has terrible, just awful regular defense, and regular attack, for that matter. But that's okay. Alright, and Miss Magius, Ghost type, so we'll go straight for the Crunch. Still faster. SD Junior's very, very quick. Probably not a one-shot? Yeah, not quite. Yeah, going for the Confuse Ray. Probably also has Screech, if I had to guess. Considering it's a Miss Magius... Oh, it's got leftovers. Considering it's a Miss Magius, I wouldn't be surprised if it also had Pain Split. But we'll see if we can just hit it real quick. We did! Okay, cool. Alright, so, you know, definitely had to roll some dice for this battle, but it worked out. It worked out. Okay, Sage Chen, not that much of a problem. Even got to continue. Never had to switch. Could have been a problem if we had hit ourselves more in confusion, but we also got a lucky crit there. Don't know if we would have taken down Jinx in one shot if we hadn't gotten a crit. But we'll take it. You know what? The game owed me after the teacher fight. Okay, looks like we got a Poké-fan. Can't embarrass my club. I can't afford to lose. That's an interesting team. Alright, he's got all three starters, a Blissey, a Granbull, and a Hitmontop. That's actually a pretty cool team. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well... So he can only bring 2 out of the 3 level 52s here. So there is that. He can't bring all 3 of them. But otherwise, it's pretty much fair game. So, let's go down the list here and see what would be good here. SD Junior would be good against the Meganium and the Granbull. It would be dangerous against the Granbull, but it would definitely outspeed him. Granbull doesn't have good special defense, but he also has really high really high regular attack. And SD Junior has really high special attack, but really low regular defense. So, you know, dangerous, but could work. You know, Royal. Royal is an interesting choice, because Royal would have something to answer for the Feraligatr, for the Meganium. Just like how SD Junior is really strong specially, he's also really strong specially, which would be, you know, gives him the same sort of effectiveness against the Granbull. Probably wouldn't be able to do anything against the Blissey, because Blissey is really high special everything and really high HP. In fact, probably the best thing to do against the Blissey is use Meep or Chunk. Meep to poison, and then switch to Chunk. And then the Hitmontop Royal would probably one-shot. I'm actually feeling Royal, Meep, and Chunk for this battle. In the case of like the Blissey, I could be using Meep to poison and then switch out to Chunk to actually, you know, soak up damage while the poison does its work. Otherwise, Royal is just a sweeper who can just probably sweep through a lot of this. So we'll try that, see how it goes.
Let the semifinals begin. Despite their numerous battles, the remaining Pokémon still look ready for more.
I've been trying not to talk while the announcer does his little announcements there, because he says some cool stuff, like builds up a little bit of the tension, you know? Alright, so this Typhlosion is one of the few things that Royal really doesn't have a good answer for. Now, the Typhlosion probably doesn't have a pretty good answer for him either. Could just go for an... Yeah, I'll just go for a Psychic. Now, this Typhlosion might have, say, Earthquake, and that would be a really good answer for Royal. But otherwise, yeah, Flamethrower will hurt, but Royal has really good special defense. He got a crit? He got a crit. Great. Well, fine. We're gonna go for another Psychic and just finish this guy off. He's gonna switch. Wonder what he's switching to. Probably the Blissey. Yeah. Alright, so this is not going to hurt the Blissey, like, at all. Yep. Okay. And it's got leftovers. Fantastic. So what we're going to do is switch over to Meep. Not starting that strong, starting off by getting hit by a critical Flamethrower. Alright, this Blissey going for Egg Bomb. That's probably the best thing it could have done, actually. Because it likely has Thunderbolt or Flamethrower or, you know, any assortment of things that would be very bad to use against Meep. But I'm just going to try and land this Toxic. It's like 85 accuracy, so hopefully it just hits. Cool. And then we're going to switch. Yep, he's got Thunder, so this will hurt. Or I guess she. But it missed. Also perfect. I am perfectly fine with this Blissey just missing all of its attacks. Okay, now we're just going to switch over to Chunk, who has really high special defense and can just heal. Shadow Ball will not work against the Blissey, but Body Slam absolutely will. So this guy's attacks will hurt a little, but not a lot. Then I'll also heal up with my leftovers. That Blissey's gonna slowly take more damage from the Toxic, to the point where the Toxic is doing more than it's healing from leftovers. Body Slam will do a lot of damage to this guy. Not surprised that he's faster. She is faster. There we go, take some damage from the poison. Body Slam will do good damage. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now, if this thing stays in, I think the poison might be enough to finish it off. Otherwise, the Body Slam absolutely will. And it did stay in. Okay, fair enough. Blissey's such a neat Pokemon. Too bad Chansey is absolutely terrible. Oh, not quite dead. Okay. Too bad Chansey is absolutely terrible to try and get in Gen 2. And I will need to catch one in Crystal because there's a trade requiring a Chansey. And it's got a 1% spawn chance on 3 different routes. So it's just a lot of grinding. It's just a lot of grinding. Alright, Feraligatr. Mostly a physical attacker, weirdly enough. I'm just gonna go for a Body Slam. Probably need to use a rest after this. Alright, well this Surf will hurt, but Feraligatr is much better at a physical attack than it is special. Its special is still good. Like, Feraligatr is good no matter what it's using, but it's even better with something like Slash. Alright. I should probably, yeah, I'll use Rest here so we know it's got Typhlosion and Feraligatr as its final Pokemon. Alright, so that Surf will hurt a little bit, but I'll just rest up. There we go. And because we know it's got Typhlosion and Feraligatr, we know that Shadow Ball will work against any of them, so it's perfectly fine to just hit them with anything that Chunk has, really. Alright, cool. We even proc the Body Slam. That's the best thing we can do. Didn't get it paralyzed, but I think one more Body Slam will finish it off. I don't think a Shadow Ball would, but a Body Slam would. Earthquake. All right.
What'll it do?
I think that'll do more.
Hit.
Yeah, that does quite a bit more. Chunk's regular defense is good, but it's not as good as his special. And Feraligatr has higher regular attack than he has special attack. So even though his water type moves are stab, Earthquake's still going to be stronger. Now, because he's using Earthquake, I'm actually really tempted to just switch to Meep. Alright, this Shadow Ball I don't think will be enough to take him out. No. I mostly have Shadow Ball on there for ghosts, which otherwise I would not be able to hit with Chunk at all. Alright, he's going to keep going for an Earthquake. I should wake up on the next turn here. As long as I... Okay, I'll just proc the sleep again.
Oh, a quick snooze.
That will also work. I kind of want to wake up before I switch, if I switch. I mean, I guess I don't really need to switch. I would like to have Chunk wake up, though. Alright, well, this Shadow Ball will finish him now, so... There we go. And we got a crit for good measure, I guess. Sure thing. Why not? Alright. Well, all that's left is the Typhlosion, which is already in pretty rough shape. Now, at this point, I definitely don't want to switch to Meep, because, you know, Meep does not do well with fire. But that's okay. Oh, it's got Dynamic Punch. Thankfully, it missed. I was really hoping that you would just do the Body Slam there. Alright. Well, I will wake up after this, so I'm just going to immediately go for the Body Slam. Hopefully he'll miss the Dynamic Punch. And then Body Slam will just finish him. He did not miss. He did not miss, so now I'm confused. So hopefully I do not hit myself in confusion. I did not. Okay, we still win. Okay. Yeah, if I'd hit myself in confusion there, and then he got another hit in on me, that could have done it. But we did it. Chunk did it. Mostly. Mostly Chunk. Okay. Well, that could have gone better, but it also could have gone a lot worse. We still got to continue, so I really shouldn't complain. Ah, my Pokemon, I need a Poke Center. Yeah, you do, buddy. Okay. All that's left is the Rising Badge. We've got one more match, and we've got 6 continues. Let's get to it. Okay. Among Pokemaniacs is Hip. You can fill in the blank. What? Okay. Sure, I guess. Mania. Fair enough. So he's got some real tough opponents here. Okay. Water. Water's really good here. The only thing super effective against not Sea King, Kingdra. The only thing super effective against Kingdra is Dragon-type attacks, which I don't have any Dragon-type attacks, so won't be able to do anything with that. I could bring in Meep to poison it, though. Okay, so he's almost guaranteed to bring in either the Tyranitar or the Dragonite. He can't bring both, though. But he's pretty much guaranteed to be bringing at least one of them. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. That being said, Dur is very good here. He's got Ice-type attacks and Water-type attacks, which is just very useful against this team, and there's nothing here that would be particularly strong against Dur. The only thing that really hurts Dur is Grass, and I really doubt any of these guys are going to have a Grass move. So I think Dur is a very safe opening, And I'm tempted to just go with the Meep Chunk route again. Poison and then switch into Chunk to take the damage. I'm very tempted to just do that. In fact, I think I probably will. Chunk would not be particularly strong against the Tyranitar, or the Machamp, or the Aerodactyl. Maybe I don't want to bring Chunk. Let's see. The Dragonite, Tyranitar, Charizard, Aerodactyl, and possibly even the Kingdra would probably all have fire moves. Which is dangerous for Meep. Royal is really good here. Royal is also just a very strong choice. It's got Ice-type moves, it's got Electric-type moves, it's got Psychic. Fire isn't particularly useful here, but the Ice, Psychic, and Electric is all good. Yeah, we'll bring in Royal. You know what? I'm going to bring in Meep mostly to deal poison. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Meep mostly for poison and resisting damage. I'm not 100% confident on this. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
This is it, the final battle. Which trainer will claim the champion's throne?
Okay, we're going to start out with Durr, who will honestly probably be using Ice more than anything else in this fight. Charizard, right off the bat. Okay, that's honestly fine. We'll go for a Surf. He might switch. He's going to switch, okay.
Oh, and a brother Pokemon.
Probably switch to Kingdra, if I had to guess. Either that or Dragonite.
Oh, with Tyranitar.
Tyranitar! Of all things. Okay, well, my Surf is still going to be super effective. It's not like you're going to have a Grass-type move on your Tyranitar, so that was a weird decision on your part.
Affect the flow of battle.
I don't think Earthquake would be... Well, I know Surf won't take it out, so I'll try the Earthquake.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to go for Crunch. Makes sense.
Great hit.
Yeah, it's going to hurt, but it's not going to be enough.
There it goes.
Now, if I get a crit here, it'll be enough. Otherwise, I don't think this will take him out. Yeah, not quite. Okay. So, both attacks were doing about the same. We'll go back for a Surf again. Honestly, considering he was doing Crunch, it might have been better for me to switch to someone else, just to save some of the HP on Durr.
Ride that, sir.
Because whoever he throws out X will probably be faster than Durr,
Oh, and down.
and probably be able to take him out. But this means he doesn't have the Dragonite, and we took care of his level 55.
The next Pokemon
So his strongest Pokemon is now out of the way. However, his strongest Pokemon, just because it was the strongest by level, yeah, I was afraid it was going to have this guy. I was going to say, just because it's strongest by level doesn't mean it's going to be the most dangerous. I think this guy in particular is the most dangerous. So we're going to actually just switch right over to Meep, and we're going to immediately try and poison this thing. Because I think Toxic is going to be the most reliable way we actually do damage. That's going to go for a Surf. Surf will hurt. And it got a crit
What impact?
to almost one-shot. Alright, well, we're still going to go for the Toxic and hope I'm faster. I'm not faster. Alright, we lost. I'm pretty sure we have lost. Because of that stray crit Surf.
Has no strength left.
Whew, okay. Alright.
What Pokemon will
Yeah, we immediately went from doing okay to doing very, very bad. Maybe I should have brought Chunk. I didn't bring Chunk because he wouldn't have been, like, great against a lot of things, but frankly, Chunk's defense might have been enough to save me here. I'll try Psychic. This thing is very, very even stat across the board. It doesn't particularly... Kingdra, that is. Doesn't particularly excel at anything, but he's also not really low in anything. He's very, very even across the board. Alright, so this Psychic should finish him off. As long as damage range is kind to me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be shitting me. Really? Really? Alright, we're gonna switch to Dur. Dur's just gonna get taken out here. But it'll get rid of the confusion, and then Royal will be able to just come in and take him out. Man, we really got dunked on by the RNG here. Critical, surviving with 1 HP. Yeah, we got really dunked on by the RNG. But this is why we have 6 continues. So, and I might still be able to do this. I don't think I'll be able to one-shot the Charizard, though. But if I can survive a hit, I might be able to two-shot it. Depending on what move it uses, I might be able to two-shot it, as long as Royal doesn't get taken out. Actually, doesn't Royal has the Focus Band? I'm pretty sure Royal has the Focus Band, which means he'll survive with 1 HP once. So actually, as long as I can two-shot this thing, which I think I will be able to, I think I do win here, actually. I always forget that Royal has the Focus Band. Oh yeah, I can definitely two-shot this thing. Okay. Now, if the Focus Band works the way I think I do, I should survive with 1 HP. Or it could just not work the way I think I do. I guess it just prevents me from... I guess it only procs if I go from full HP down to 1. Well, that's not the way I thought the Focus Band worked. Because, pretty sure I've seen it not work that way when the computer has used it in Pokemon Stadium 2. Alright, well, whatever. Do I not actually have the Focus Band on him? Maybe I don't. Maybe I have something else on him. I thought I had the Focus Band, though. No, I have a Mint Berry, so he'll wake up. I do not have the Focus Band. If I did have the Focus Band, it would have saved his life. I would have won that if I had the Focus Band like I thought I did. I do on the level 100 team. I just don't on this one. Okay, well... So, I still want to bring in Dur. I don't know if Meep is a good choice here. You know what? I'm going to bring in Dur, Royal, and Chunk this time. Chunk can just take hits. Probably not from the Machamp, but otherwise, Chunk can just take hits. So, we're going to do that.